Hi there, today's video I'm going to show you how to remove acrylic gel without a nail technician, and I'm not showing you the finger, I just show you this one, what I'm going to work on. Yes, I had a little accident before I started to record it, so that's how life goes. It's going to be easy, you don't have to have like a drill or anything like that. I will show you everything you need to do and not causing any pain or damage or something like that. So I finished the blah blah part, so just started. Woo! So the first thing what I have to have, it's a nail file, because I have to file off like a part of the product. You can see it's an extension. I used acrylic gel. This is the acrylic gel I use. You can soak this off, but there are other gels, so not all of them is working like that. So there are some type of hard gels and you're never gonna be able to soak it off because it's not working like that. If you have acrylic on, you can soak it off. I can soak off this kind of acrylic gel because that's how the product goes like. So the thing is that because it's an extension, it's a bit thicker than a gel polish. So I have to start to file it off. It's easier and quicker if you make it shorter and you start to take off the thickness like that. It's gonna take for a while if you have only a hand file, but we have to do this part because if we don't do that, it's gonna take forever to soak it off with the acetone. So it's important thing that I have to file off as much as I can. Sorry, just there's something in my way. And I do this. If you want to go quicker, don't do this. Just put your file down and move it back and forth. Probably it's going to be weird for you, but you will take off the product even if you move it that way, and you're going to take it off when you move it backwards. But if you do this or just that, it means that there's only one way when you remove some product. So you have to do the back and forth movement because it's going to work quicker. And if you push a little bit down, it's gonna work even more faster. So this is what we're doing here. But you know, you just have to take your time. It's not a rush or it's not a race or something or a competition. But the thing is that this is what we have to do first. And it's still too long, so I have to go shorter. Okay, I'm not gonna record that I take off this whole thing, but I'm gonna come back whenever I am getting there that it's thin enough and I can put on the acetone. So I filed it off and I made it short, but always be careful, don't make it too short, because if you have hyponychium here, it's a skin what grows under the nail plate, and if you go too short and you hurt yourself, you can make yourself bleed. So always leave a little bit of free edge. Just make sure you're not hurting yourself. The other thing, you can see that there is a part of the product which is up to here, and there is another part of the product which is up to here. If you see in my other videos, in one of the videos I compared which one is quicker, acrylic or acrylic gel. So this part of the product is acrylic and I infilled it with acrylic gel. I will link up the videos there, and if you're curious enough you can watch it. So you can see it's short enough and thin enough. And now we can go with the next part, which is we need, you know, it was a makeup remover cotton pad, it was like that. And I just cut off a part of it because we really don't need more than that. You're gonna need aluminum foil. It's the normal kitchen foil, aluminum and acetone. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna soak this cotton pad with the acetone and make sure that you put enough liquid on the cotton pad, because if it's not enough, it's not gonna work. And I get that now, and I'm gonna put this on the nail like that, and I'm gonna wrap it around with the foil, and I have to make sure that it covers the whole cotton pad, because I have to make sure it's not moving anywhere, because I will have to leave this on it. So I just wrap it around and I fold it back and I keep it warm and tight, and that's how the acetone can start to work. And now I have to leave this for at least 5 minutes. And I'm not gonna touch this. If you smoke, don't smoke with that hand where you use the acetone, because you know you can you can burn. Actually, this story happened on a course when I was learning like 6 years ago, and it was not a nice picture. So please don't smoke with this hand. So after 5 minutes, I'm gonna show you where we got. So here we are after 5 minutes, and now I'm gonna take this off and see what we got. I really hope you can see, but I think I'm gonna cover this and you will see it better. It already started to work, and now I start to scratch. It's a gentle movement, you know, no big deal. And it starts to come off. I'm gonna start it from here. Never go from the top to the bottom. Always go from the bottom to the top. Like that. And I mentioned in the other video, the angle is never like this. It's always like that, because that's how it's gonna work. And you cannot force it, because if you force it, and if it just slips, it's gonna end up in your cuticle and it's gonna hurt you. So just be careful, do it slowly, don't rush it. If the acetone didn't work the way you imagined, put it back, like that. Leave it for another few minutes, take it off, and you can continue doing this whole thing. If you don't have this pusher, you can buy these, the wooden sticks, and I show you, it's gonna work with it as well. Maybe you have a little bit more job with it, but it's gonna work out. You can see it, I just show you here. So the thing is that this part of the nail is good enough, but the top of it is not there yet, so I put it back and I leave it for another few minutes, and I will come back again. So after a few minutes, I take it off again and I go back, and you can see now it's working. So you can see that sometimes it doesn't happen for the first go when you start to soak it off, and it's totally normal. You can see I put it back, I didn't cheat. And this is what I'm talking about. If you've seen the other video, how to remove the gel polish, it went quicker because that layer is so much thinner than this. And you can see the, the big amount of it, it's already gone, but I still have some left. And here as well. But it really doesn't bother me here, because I'm gonna shape this nail anyway, and that's gonna come off. I mean, whenever I finish. Okay. I will put it back again for this little part, and that's gonna be the last one, I promise. And here we are. It's coming off. Yeah, just do it carefully, no rush. Yeah, just make sure you remove everywhere, even the side of it. And like that. It's a bit harder at the edges, so just be careful. But it's coming off. I'm doing it from the side way because I wouldn't be able to go from the bottom, because this is my end of my nail. So I do my best here. Okay. Good. And now I can shape it. I don't like the sharp edges, so I make it rounded like this. I don't go too short because I don't want to hurt myself. And you know, we just have to know what is the best length and shape for us if we just have the natural nail itself. Okay, I take the dust off with the brush, and you can see there's a little bit of part missing. So what you can do here, 180 grit file, not 100 grit, because the 100 grit file is it's just too rough on a natural nail. So make sure that you have 180 grit. And I'm gonna do it with a very, very gentle movement. I'm just gonna run on the surface very, very gently. Just make sure that this teeny tiny part of the product gonna go away. So I don't force it, I just do it very, very gently if it bothers me. Yeah, so I'm not filing off the natural nail. I just take off the remaining product, what didn't come off with the acetone, and I'm very, very careful. Gentle movements, no rough movements, gentle movements. And I take this off with I take the dust off with the brush, and I go back again and I double check, did I miss anything, or it's all good. But I'm telling you one more time, it's not equal with a video course. I'm just showing you step by step how to do it. If you follow the steps, you're gonna get the same result, and be slow and careful and watch what you're doing, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay, even if you want to be even more fancy, you can go with the buffer, which is a soft thing, so it's not a file, and you can take the scratches out what you did with the nail file. Yes, and whenever you finish, you can put on some oil like that and massage it in, and that's it. We are done. So I really hope I could help you with this video. If you have any other question, or there's something you don't understand or unsure about it, just comment below. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.